So first off, why pharma quality and manufacturing are at odds and why they should be. I need a volunteer. I'm going to ask this volunteer 2 questions. I'm going to create 2 scenarios and ask the volunteer 2 questions. Could anybody help me out? Lewis, would you mind?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, Lewis, I'd like you to imagine that you are standing at the corner of a trolley track.
Okay.
And if you look over your right shoulder, could you 5 gentlemen stand up, please?
Okay.
Yeah, all 5 of you. If you could stand up, please.
With you, Mike, too.
Yeah, Michael, could you stand up also?
Okay.
You look over your right shoulder, and there are 5 men working on the track.
Okay.
But you also happen to notice here's something. You look over your left shoulder, and there's a trolley screaming down a hill, about to go around the corner, a trolley that they can neither see nor hear. And well, the results will be very bad for them. Yeah. However, right here, oh, Mike, right here is a switch. There is a switch, and instead of the trolley screaming around the hill, you could change could you stand up, ma'am? You could change the track so that it only takes out 1 worker. What do you do? Do you throw the switch?
These interesting Sophie's Choice. No.
Greater good.
Very good.
Do you throw the switch? There's no time. Do you throw the switch?
I guess I'd throw the switch.
All right, very good. Sorry, gentlemen, you could sit down. Oh, but you get to stand up. Come over here. So this is the other scenario. All right, so let's imagine we need 5 more volunteers, starting from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could you, sir, stand up and the rest of you behind him? Now imagine that we are standing on a footbridge over a trolley track. You look over your right shoulder, there is a trolley screaming down the track such that it will take out these 5 workers. It will kill these 5 workers. However, standing next to you on the footbridge is someone who's kind of looking over the edge at the trolley track, and you could push onto the trolley track and stop the trolley from taking them out. What do you do? Do you push her?
I don't know what I do there.
Do you push her?
I don't think I'd do that. I don't know. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
A weirder choice.
Yeah.
But the math is the same. Yeah? And surely you see the math is the same. But you know what's interesting about this? Is that universally, regardless of age, gender, culture, we almost make the exact same choices everywhere. We, humanity, almost everywhere makes the exact same choices. Yes, we will throw the switch. No, we will not push someone. All right, you may all sit down. Thank you for your help. Now this issue of what is the moral choice is an important choice for us in pharma, right? And philosophers back to Deming, back to Darwin, and on, have all gotten to the question of, well, what makes us make a good choice? Right, in pharmaceuticals, in pharmaceutical manufacture, that's a particularly important question because we want everyone in our organization to make a good choice. If they don't, it all falls apart. And those philosophers from Darwin on back have laid the responsibility for this at the foot of culture. Yeah? Pharmaceutical culture, for example. And it's our parents, our religious leaders, our CEOs, our senior management that passes down the culture. Yeah? But there's some very interesting research by this professor, Josh Green, who lent me this slide from Harvard. And what Josh has been doing, in addition to asking, doing this tremendous web-based survey to get that statistic on the global response of 98% yes, they would throw the switch, and no, they would not push someone. Josh has also taken a functional MRI, which is an MRI the size of a small airplane, in order to see the individual cells lighting up as he asks people this exact same trolley dilemma. And he found that there's actually two different locations in our brain that are responding differently to this moral choice. One appears to be this emotional assessment. No, I will not push someone onto the tracks. I will not kill my kin. Millions of years of on-the-job training to do no harm. Yeah. Appears to be right here in the amygdala. And something as simple as a lever is able to short-circuit this moral calculus and arrive at a different moral calculus. That utilitarian assessment of the greater good for the greatest number. Can you almost see how this might fall into, oh yeah, that's what manufacturing's doing. Oh yeah, this is what quality assurance and quality control is doing. Oh, and that's what my pointer's doing. And between the two is judgment. So perhaps it's possible in other industries for a brain to parse all of that. But in our industry, given the risk profile of low volumes, high costs, and high risks, we have evolved a very functional and efficient way of dividing responsibility for these different aspects of morality. Has anyone here ever talked to a quality assurance or quality control director? And the first thing they tell you is, listen, I don't want to hear how much it costs. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know any numbers. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I see some people shaking their heads. Yep. I think they're doing the right thing. I think they're working out of this moral basis of do no harm. And if something as simple as a lever can throw that switch and short-circuit that morality, they are taking the right position. Because once I start throwing statistics at them, there's very few switches, very few sticks as powerful as statistics to short-circuit someone's morality, yeah? And arrive at this utilitarian assessment, which is what manufacturing is often discussing. Let me bring this back into an example.